Hey. Oh, look at that. So much better. You ready to go into it? Yes, you are, baby. Okay, hold on. Lighting is going to flicker every 2 seconds, and that's fine. It's what happens. It's what happens. But I'm actually so excited. I've been wanting to do this for ages because I wanted to talk about like everything and stuff. And it feels like I'm back in the day where like you had to send like mail, which I still do, but like that was the only form of communication because at the moment I've kind of been very MIA. And the reason being is because like the whole moving aspect, mm-mm, mm-mm. It's a lot. I have nothing prepared for this, by the way. I have nothing prepared. I asked the housemate that was here previously, Kirsty, if I could borrow this microphone, and I looked at it and I was like, damn, I really want to talk. Because, like, I feel like when I'm biking to work and I'm biking home, I talk to myself, like, all the time, which is fine because everyone in London is, like, crazy. So I kind of just fit perfectly in. So when I'm talking to myself on the bike, people just probably think that, like, I'm talking on the phone or anything, but, like, I don't have headphones in. So, you know what? I don't care. Actually, the other day, I did that at work. I was like, I said something out loud and I didn't realize that someone was on the stairs above me. I was like, they were walking up and they knew I was there because they were opening the door for me afterwards. And I did like think quick. I was like, should I pretend I'm on my phone? Should I pretend like I'm, you know, like it didn't work out. So anyway, so it has been. I don't actually want to look at how long I've been here for because I arrived here April something. It is currently 20th of June. This is my first time recording something, and it is officially a day off. And let me tell you, moving to London has been something that I don't even think I've even like grasped the idea of. I don't even think I've really understood how this works in that kind of sense. The sense that you move to another city. Because like traveling and holidays compared to like living somewhere, it is completely different. It is completely different. And that is just something that you either have to go through to understand or kind of put it into proportion. But let alone, this is what I wanted to express because this is my story about moving to London, and I'm still fresh. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like an what would you call like a not a veteran, but like an expat or something. I am an expat. So I think it's been 2 months and so like 8 weeks. And every day at this moment has just been like waking up and getting to bed. Like dead ass. That is just how I'm moving through London. I wake up and back home it is around 3 p.m. when I wake up, back home in Perth, and all I can think about is how tired I am and how I need to make today work for me. And that is like the mindset that I've kind of put myself into because like obviously I'm still adjusting to a completely different life and completely new job. Not completely, but new job aspect. And also trying to build connections, finding community, finding my hobbies again, spending money on myself when I'm cooking for myself because I was very grateful to have my parents cook for me. So now I'm doing all this kind of stuff, and then also in the back of my head, I'm like, am I doing what I need to do correctly? Like, am I, looking after my body because my body's telling me, like, whoa, I'm sore. So there's a lot of push and pull at the moment, and it is very interesting because it like brings me back to the idea of like humans wanting to like evolve and grow, and like how we naturally have to go through like fleeing the nest and like all that kind of stuff. And it makes me consider like so many things where it's kind of just put me in a bit of stealth mode where I'm kind of like, I don't even really want to show people what's going on because what's happening is not exciting. It can come across as exciting, don't get me wrong. Moving to a new city, especially like a big city like London, it sounds fantastic, it sounds great, but the reality is, if we want to get into the grit of it, is that I mentally just wanted to get out of Perth and wanted to get out of Australia. I don't know why. And I was in that mindset because I have incredible friends. I love my family. But what I was doing was, you know, every moment that I could, I would try and keep myself busy. And I would kind of put myself in this mindset where I was like, I don't think I'm happy. I don't think I'm actually happy where I am. And that's why it's kind of given me that kind of like shift of like wanting to change and wanting to do something. And then when I was solo traveling 2 years ago, I was like, oh, I could make this work, and like coming to Europe and stuff. Which thinking back on, which we will touch on, thinking back on, I was like, oh, I don't know how I got away with so much shit when I was solo traveling, like having my phone out because that's gone now, which I have another one, but like anyway, we'll get to that. And just the attitudes of people and all that kind of stuff, that kind of fight in me because I was like on holiday. Like I was just very blessed to like rock up to a hostel on the first night and make friends. You know what I mean? Like that rarely does happen. And that's just the truth. You will find people, some people are reserved, especially when you're a hostel, everyone wants to kind of like key with you and work with you, and that's fine, that's fair, that's like what a hostel does. But there were times when I was solo traveling where I wasn't like that. So to be in London and think like, oh, this is all gonna happen again because like I just have that in me. Mm-mm. Like I get to London and I'm in my hostel being like, oh my god, like I need to get this done. I have a job interview coming up. Blah blah blah. I need to get this done. This done. This done. This done. I have no energy or time to really try and make friends with people in the hostel and all that kind of stuff, which is on me. I could have made some effort, but I wasn't actively also trying to like go out and go crazy and spend my money and like all that kind of stuff. I was really focused on like I need a new sim, I need to do this, I need to make sure that my apartment is able to be moved into, which it has been, and it's been fab. But there was so much to like push through and consider, which never really gave me the time or pace. So that's why it kind of comes back to when I was moving, it's very much still that case of wake up and go to bed. Like that is kind of like the survival aspect. Part of me actually feels really blessed about it. Like I'm really taking the things that I have for granted. And like as you can probably tell, this whole video is just a ramble of things because I love doing this. I've really wanted to do this. And like now that we're here and that we're doing it, it's fab. And I'm really excited to do that kind of stuff too and really like give you my insight of like what it's like being to live in London and live in a big city compared to like maybe Perth. As you can tell, I was going somewhere with this and now I can't. So I have no clue what I was trying to get myself into, except for the light flickering every 2 seconds. But what I'm trying to say is that since I've moved here, it's been a challenge for myself, especially someone that has, I don't know how to sound this without sounding weird, because some people take it out of context now. As someone that is constantly in their head, you could say, for myself, someone that's constantly in their head trying to figure out what's best for them, but also like the voices kind of like telling them like, oh, well, overthinking everything, very much OCD diagnosed, and trying to like make sure everything feels correct. And now that I'm by myself, all that kind of stuff, these kind of things factor into like moving, right? You know what I mean? And like needing that support network and all that kind of stuff. So it gets to a time when at a certain time of the day when I can't really reach out to people back home because it's midnight and I don't want to interrupt them. It's hard because you're like, oh fuck, like I'm actually alone right now. You know what I mean? So that's why like building myself with community again, building myself with people again, and making friendships and stuff are good, also quite hard, especially when you're in your head about everything. Actually, girl, I don't even know what to say. I've been here. Let me tell you about some things that I found really interesting about moving to London from someone that lives in a small country town. This is my segment I like to call Moving to London from Perth, a small city. Who in their right mind thinks it's okay to like pay monthly? Who who came up with that? Who came up with the idea like let's do salaries but let's pay monthly? Huh? When that got announced, did anyone in the room go, huh? I did. Because why did I look at my contract when I got a job and it said you will get your salary paid in 12 equal installments? I literally turned, in my head, I was like, I turned around and I was like, 12, that's not weekly. That's not fortnightly either. Every month, your salary is divided up. Hate. Hate that. I think that is the worst thing that you could do. Generally. I don't know why. I don't know why it's a thing. I don't know why people decide that was a good idea. I think that's actually quite stupid. I have to pay my rent monthly, and I think that's smart. So, look, agree to disagree. I don't know. That's up to you. But I think that as a culture shock is stupid. You want to know what else is really frustrating? You want to know what else is really, really frustrating? Having your phone stolen. Having your phone stolen. Who in their right mind? The washing. Who in their right mind? I don't want to see your face in the door. Hold on. Who in their right mind thinks it's okay to take a phone out of someone's hand? You're not making that much money from it, babe. You're not making that much money from it. Let me tell you that because I had a look around, and if I find you, because I know what you look like. If I find you, babe, you're gonna be. Ooh, I don't even know what to say because this is what happened when my phone got stolen. So I was having dinner with a friend. I got the mic out, snap. I had dinner with a friend, and I made the wrong decision because I had an iPhone 16 and it's been on me for about a year or two, I think. And basically, I was at dinner. I was in East London, close to where I live, but not really close to where I live, but close to where my friend, who is an angel. Oh my God, she's a blessing, by the way, and I'll get to that. But we had dinner, we had some pho, and I had my phone face down on the table, and I said to her, I was like, "Oh, I've been looking at like getting another phone because like my phone's kind of boring, like I'm kind of over it." I jinxed myself. And we left for the night. It was about 9:30, 10, but it was still daylight. And I said goodbye to her, said goodnight. The place was giving a little sketch. Some things were catching my eye, but you know, the stupid thing about it is I was in my work uniform, which if you don't know what I do for work, I basically work in retail, but I work in a bit more of a modern luxury retail kind of business. So I was wearing like a whole uniform for it, so it looked like I had cash, which is I think a motive, maybe I don't know. But basically, I said goodbye to her, walked her back to her apartment. She says, "Would you like me to come with you and get a bite because I'm just down the road?" I was like, looking around, I was like, "No, babe, like." Stay here, you're all good. And she's like, "Oh, okay, whatever." I was walking down to the corner and there was these Lime bikes because I was going to get a bike home. It was only like a 10-minute bike ride. If I wanted to walk, which I was going to after, it was going to take me 40 minutes. We'll get to that. So I'm walking up. My phone has a strap to it. So I always put it in the strap and it's like a fan strap. So it's not like a proper phone strap or anything like that. It's like an actual strap that you would just like attach so it dangles. You know what I mean? Anyway, I have my phone like this and I'm walking to the Lime bikes, which are literally 50 meters away. Okay, maybe 70 meters away from her apartment. And I'm making sure my phone is open. I've messaged her saying, "Thank you so much for tonight. I really appreciate you." And then I've switched it over to Line Bike. And I go and look at the line bikes. I look up. This MF, this MF, I'm not going to swear, goes around on a bike, on like a motorized bike, comes past me, because I couldn't hear it. I didn't have headphones in, but I couldn't hear it, and snatches it right out of my hand. When I tell you, because it's pretty vivid, I looked up like my arm had just been chopped off. And I was like, no. I just remember screaming out, No. Because I couldn't just believe that it just happened to me. It just all these things people had been telling me about London, about crime, about everything, it had just happened to me. And you are always going to be in that kind of mindset a lot of the time when you're young to think that these things that are happening in the world won't happen to you. They will. There is a high possibility they will. And it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. It will happen to you. It can happen to you. Not saying that it will, touch wood, but it can happen to you. And so that whole journey, I remember just, I had my backpack on, my phone was gone. I was like, oh my God. And he kept looking back at me. I'm like, why? I was like, oh my God, please drop it, please drop it, please drop it. Like, the only thing I was worried about at the time was that I had told my parents, like, if you get messages from me, if you get calls, like, if you get emails, because it happened to one of my friends, not like a phone snatch, but just in general, I was like, you need to, before I, like, if I'm asking for money or anything like that, or if I'm talking really weirdly or anything like that, like, just try and double check. You know, ask some questions maybe that would make sense. Like, it wouldn't offend me if my mum, if I was texting her and she's like, oh, is this actually you right now? Because, I don't know, the auto cap, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not going to explain myself. But basically, that was the only thing I was worried about at that time because my cards and my banking on my phone was all like another way locked. All my notes app for like personal details as well, locked as well. So that was the good thing about it. And I was just vivid. I had my work laptop in me, and like I I go down the street because he goes down a side street, and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, please drop it. He's gone, and I go down the street trying to see like if I can find him or if he's just dropped my phone. Like I'm looking on the ground, I'm like, please, like just think it's like a shitty phone, like please feel sorry for me, like just drop it. Something, whatever, just drop it. Please, please, please. And it's gone. I can't find him, I can't see him. There's people around, and I'm just like, oh my God, like if anyone tries it with me right now, I'm gonna throw a fit. I'm gonna I'm so vivid. I'm just like panicked. I'm like, I don't know where I am actually. Like my phone has just been stolen. I don't have cash on me. I don't have anything. I don't have my cards on me either. So I can't get a bike home. I can't get an Uber. I can't get a taxi. I can't get home. And it's like 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Of course. So basically, this bar that's across from me. And the crazy thing is, it happened in front of a bar. Not like it was right in front of me, like there was a bit of a road and then it happened. And these people did not bat an eye. These people just went, okay. I, I was so embarrassed to like go up to them and be like, I need help. You know what I mean? Like I was just not in that mindset. I was like, me asking for help? No. And then it got to me, I was like, I am wasting time. I'm wasting time. I need to go home and lock everything. I need to delete everything because this motherfucker is going to take my phone and he's going to do some nasty shit with it if I don't do anything about it. So I go into this bar and I'm like in awe smack and people are just like, and then one of the workers is like, hey, can I help you? And I was like, hey, I need some help. And they were like, yeah, what's up? I was like, my phone just got stolen. So I go in and I'm like, I need help. So he says to me over the password, he gives me some water and he's like, look, it's going to be okay. Like, have you contacted the police? Have you done all this kind of stuff? And I was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, police don't care. Like, the police don't care about this. My phone is gone. I have no real description of this guy except for he was white and he had brown eyes. And don't even get in your head about thinking about that as being cute because no. Was just like, oh my God, like he's probably my age. Like, oh, I'm trying to write these details so I can remember if I have to do it, like, because I have to do a police report. And he's like, you're gonna have to do a police report because you can get it back, like, hopefully on insurance. That was a whole thing. I didn't get my phone back on insurance. I lost it. I got it stolen. You know what I mean? Like, insurance is not gonna cover it because I don't have insurance. So he helps me, and then the worst part about this story, the worst part about it that made me kind of realize something that was really important was that my friend is that I'm trying to build this relationship with is 70 meters away from me. And I don't have the courage to go up to her and ask for help. I have to walk home. I literally walked past her apartment on my way home, trying to remember from my work laptop how to get home. I was like, I can't do this. It is now it's like 10:30. It's going on to 11 o'clock and it is pitch black in a place where I just got robbed. I just got my phone snatched from. Like, let's be real here. So I remember where she went, but I can't remember the number. So I'm like tapping on one of the numbers and I'm like, babe, is this person home? Is this person available? I talked to the neighbor or something, and this guy comes up behind me and he moves in towards me. I was like, whoa, what do you want, kind of thing. And he's like, can I get into the apartment? I was like, oh, okay, calm down. Anyway, Yu-Chen, who is this angel, she comes down. She's like, are you okay? Like, how are you? I was like, girl, I just got robbed. Like, I just got my phone stolen, kind of thing. And she was like, oh my God, babe, like, of course, let me help you. And I was like, I love you. And I'm really sorry that I'm going to have to ask you to do this. But, like, can I please get an Uber home? Like, I will pay you when I get to my place. Like, I really want to get, like, home. Like, I need to shut everything down. This is quite intense for me, kind of thing. And she was like, oh, of course. Like, she jumped up at it and she was like, actually, I have a spare phone. Do you want to borrow my spare phone? Who does that? This has saved so much because the admin work after getting your phone stolen is stupid. She was a blessing. She was a blessing. And the fact that she was able to give me her phone and not even ask for like a thank you. Like I had to get everything sorted. Anyway, so like after all this, I really thought about how like when you need help, you need to ask for it. Like generally, you need to ask for help. You're not actually alone in any of this because if people want to help you, like it's human nature to help people. And I think that night really helped me understand that like, London isn't actually that cold. There are people that actually do want to care, and there's people that do kind of stuff. Because like that bar as well that helped me, they were like, when you get everything sorted, come back and we'll give you some wine, like just to just to make sure you're okay, all that kind of stuff. Because I accidentally left my work charger there as well, so I had to go back. And they were so kind about it, and they were so nice about it, and how things are changing and all that kind of stuff. But it kind of puts you into perspective. Like I can't even take my phone out. I can't even put my phone out. Like I have to do the grip now. Like I do it, they call it the London grip, where it's like you hold it like this, where like if you need to do that kind of stuff. But these people weren't joking. Like when I say these people, like on TikToks, YouTubes, like all that kind of stuff, like it does happen. And it's crazy because I used to vlog with my fucking camera like this. Like, hey guys, oh my God, isn't this crazy? Like, oh my God, look at this. Ah. Stupid, 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 stupid. It's made me not want to vlog anymore, but I definitely want to get like another camera, but I'm waiting for my paycheck. To do that kind of fun stuff. Again, and talk about London and stuff. But I've been seeing it through a completely different eye now. I see these people out and about because they ask me when I tell people about my phone. They're like, "Oh, did you lose it at work?" And I was like, "No." And they were like, oh, girl, it happens all the time and all that kind of stuff. And so when I'm at work and there's like a window to look out of, I see old people all the time. The lightest grip. All the time like this. And I was I have to think everything else. Anyway, anyway. Apart from the drama and apart of going through something like that, moving to London, so much to reflect back on. And the most exciting thing that I've done at the moment, which I'm really happy with, is build some really cute friendships, which I'm really grateful for my friends that have settled here and been able to welcome me into their spaces because, friend spaces, you start to realize that they're actually quite special. Like you can't just bring anyone in that's going to ruin it. You have to bring those special people in, and I'm just very grateful for that. But also in the ballrooms community here as well in London and going to classes and workshops. I'm just so like happy that I'm doing this. Like I've always wanted to do this, and this is just the first one that I'm doing. And we're gonna have time to think about it. And if we need time to talk, we'll have time to talk about what we need to do. But right now, that's everything that I have to say. So thank you so much for watching. I have no idea what else I want to say really. I'll have to do a room tour soon. I am recording this on my laptop, and I just really wanted to talk inside of a mic, so you get good quality but bad quality. Um, but in saying that, like, I am very, very grateful for the people that have been reaching out to me, checking up on me, all that kind of stuff, and my family back home as well. So, in saying that, like, this isn't the last. I'm going to do this hopefully again soon and stick to my word with it. I don't even know if this video will save because I have no storage on my laptop at the moment. So, we'll just have to see how it goes. But yeah, okay. I'm here. It has been Dior. I shouldn't have done that. Ew.